Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a collective reading because today is the conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus. So, because it is a collective reading, I'm doing it with my big combined deck of tarot cards and astrological oracle cards. So, you'll see both of them in your reading today. And it's interesting how the astrological oracle cards, they are playing this very visual significance. It's like the role that they are here playing out, both of them, because there are two and one after the other. It's almost like they are wrapping up something. They are bringing something together. It's almost like they are kind of tying the entire message, especially the first three cards and then the bottom row of three cards. So let's begin with the message, because I do feel like it is connected with yesterday's message for, what was the sign that I was doing the yesterday reading for? I can't remember. Leo, I think. So we're beginning with the same card that showed up yesterday. We have the Four of Cups again, right? And what this card was telling me is that the calm waters are here to soothe you, right? Soothe us as a collective. Because I do feel like they are very welcome. This soothing energy is very welcome. Well, first of all, this conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus is shaking a lot of us, right? It is shaking the ground beneath us. It is breaking a lot of paradigms, a lot of patterns, a lot of structures that have been too, or either we have been too attached to them or them to us, right? It's like this very hard to separate or hard to detangle, hard to untangle. It's like this this blending of energies, right? Hard to discern. But it's almost like the universe is saying that there are calm waters around us. These calm waters are here to soothe you, right? Which is so interesting also because it's almost like this feels like the atmosphere all around you, because the rows of three cards, the first row and then the second row, they are kind of like very it feels very separate, but also feels very, it's almost like feels contained, right? The message in these two rows, they are very contained. And this one, which is the opening card, this one feels almost like this soothing energy necessary to deal with these two layers, right? These two stories, these two dynamics, they are intertwined, right? I'm going to show you the cards, but it's kind of like the opening energy is setting the tone for us to, despite anything else, despite the circumstances, despite the agitation, which is already coming through from the first row, we remember that there are calm waters that are here to soothe us. And they're here to soothe us from this rush of adrenaline. This is what I heard with the Eight of Wands. You know, the Eight of Wands is the fastest card of the minor arcana, right? It talks about this incoming messages, or like just receiving a lot of information, perhaps like this rush of downloads or insights or epiphanies, however you want to see it. But it feels like this agitation. It actually feels like this, it's kind of like this chemical process that is being activated, and this is the nourishing element that is going to calm us down when we are going through this rush of adrenaline. And the rush of adrenaline feels something very like bodily felt, right? It's almost like uncontrollable. It's something that you have no, it's almost like you don't know exactly what to do to calm yourself down. So this is a reason why, again, the Four of Cups is here, saying that the calm waters are here, that they are available, that there is no need to feel like you're drowning, in a sense, right? Drowning perhaps in your own, what is the, it's like the substances in your body, right? All of the this adrenaline that is going through and just running through your bloodstream. It's like there is no need to allow this agitation to move you in a way that is uncontrollable, even though it feels that way. Because it's almost like if you remember this, then whatever happens next as a result of this rush of adrenaline, it's almost like you're going to be able to see where it's coming from, because it's coming from this presence. The magician here is showing up as a magician-like type of person, a person that feels like they glow, right? Because you see here how there are a few glimpses of magic. It's almost like whenever you are in the presence of this person, you feel that way. But I'm not sure if you've ever been in the presence of this magician before. That's the reason why this rush of adrenaline is so intense, right? It's almost like they are materializing for the first time, but it also felt like it's like your body recognizes the magic. Your body recognizes their aura, right? With the next card here. So this is the first card from the Astrological Oracle deck, which is the North Node. So the North Node here is playing several duties, actually, not just one or two. It's talking about the north, so up north, maybe kind of like this metaphor of the magician coming from higher, coming from another dimension, coming from up above, right? So it's like coming from a territory that perhaps you or we as humanity, we haven't accessed yet, but now it's materializing, right? Talking about the manifestation. But you know, often I talk about the magician as kind of like a teacher, right? The one who is going to teach us how to use manifestation, or how to recently the readings, they have been talking about like the tools to manifest and all of that. But here it's like it's like their presence is the manifestation itself, right? So them materializing in front of you is giving you this rush of adrenaline, because they're bringing this doorway, this portal. But it's not just a portal, right? It's very specific, because when I saw this arch, I saw a rainbow, right? It's like this very characteristic, this very type of stereotypical drawing of a rainbow, right? With the clouds on either side and then this big arch. So it's kind of like this portal, this rainbow portal, but it's surrounding them, right? It's almost like here you could see the glimpses of magic, but it's almost unbelievable, right? It's almost unbelievable that they are there, because they feel real, right? First of all, I was seeing this as a materialized version of the magician. So they are there. It's almost like they are, if this is a vision, right? It's so real that you can almost touch them, that you can almost smell them, that you can feel their skin. It's so real. I don't feel like you get that close. That's the thing, right? It's almost like they are there, maybe, a few feet apart from you, but they are engaging with you. That's the thing. It's almost like they are materializing for you. They intend to be seen. It's not like they are passing by and then they meet you, right? I feel like it's very, very intentional. And maybe that's the reason. Maybe this is even coming from their higher realm, right? The reminder of the soothing waters, the calm waters, right? It's almost like you don't need to be, agitated around them. They do have an enormous presence, because it's not just them. It's almost like this materialization, it's kind of like the tip of the iceberg, but really what they're bringing is this gateway. And it's almost like they are, I was going to say the gatekeeper, but it's not exactly the gatekeeper. I heard something, I was listening to a Paul Selig audiobook called The Kingdom, and it was talking about the difference between being the gatekeeper and being the gateway, and how each one of us in the collective, we're not actually gatekeepers, especially, if you consider yourself to be a healer, a conscious person, somebody that is in tune with your intuition, or even like, a light worker, if you want to use that word or that term. We're not gatekeepers, and I say we because it's almost like this reframing of my own preconception, right? And which is so in tune with this day, right? Uranus and Jupiter together in Taurus. There are so many different things that are changing in the way that we perceive like ourselves and these higher realms, and how there is this one specific being. I want to say that they are an embodied character, they are a person, but they are completely aware of their own magic. And if not completely aware, they know how to use their own power to manifest. And they know that they bring this gateway with them, right? It's like they know that they are the portal, they are the rainbow portal, right? And it's interesting how the rainbow, it's almost like, even it's so fascinating because it's like here it's like it's one doorway, right, or one gateway, but in fact, because it's the rainbow, it has many different accesses and many different doorways. You see what I mean? So it's kind of like this one being that is so multifaceted, is so multidimensional. However, they do have this body, right, this physical human body, but they are it's like they are it, right? It's like they are this multidimensional portal, this rainbow portal, which gives, it's almost like each color of the rainbow is a different doorway. And so it could be extremely overwhelming, but it's almost like there is this initial meeting, there is this initial, because this is the reaction, right? It's almost like this very instinctive reaction that the presence of this magician just materializing in front of you causes, right? Inside your body. There's nothing that you can really do about this. It's something natural, right? It's like this rush of feelings, emotions, sensations, thoughts. I don't want to say that it's thoughts. It's not rational, right? It's very sensorial. It's just the body doing its own thing because of the presence of a being that is so in tune. It's almost like they are in tune with their own purpose, with their own north star, their own. It's like they are. It's like they are doing what is meant for them to do, right? It's like they are exactly where they need to be. So that's the reason why they have this ability to manifest. And it's not, I want to just say that again, because it's not manifest something for themselves. It's like they have the ability to show up. It's almost like their ability, their very, very potent ability, is to be in the places that need this manifestation, because they are the vehicle. They give access. It's almost like they are this one very crucial, very it's like this hub, right? This what is the word? It's so hard to explain that. It's almost like they can they have this ability of metamorphing. Is that how you say it? It's like they are extremely adaptable because they can be each color, so they can adapt to the color of the situation, of the place, of the person that is, is standing in front of them. So it's almost like that's the reason why there is no need to be agitated. It's like in time, this rush of adrenaline is going to calm down, and you're going to feel soothed because they speak your language in a sense. They know your energy. They are in tune with your own specific signature because they have a doorway that is made for you to feel them, right? And I could just say the entire reading just on this row of cards, but next row of cards is kind of like the impact that this presence, this magician, this being, this rainbow being has when you're touched by it, when you allow this to come to you, because it does, right? The next card we have the Ascendant, which if we place both of them right like this, it's almost like this is how they open up a portal. You see what I mean? It's like here it's open, but here it's closed. And it closes right in the line that starts the first house in a astrological chart, right? Which is the Ascendant. The Ascendant talks about personality, self, right? Who you are, how you present yourself to the world, what is your ego working to provide you like the best channel, the best vehicle, the best vessel for you to be here in this world, right? In this 3D plane. So it feels like they approach you. There's almost like this time to just allow their energy to be felt by you, right? Yes, with this intense, just a rush, right? Is this rush of excitement, rush of happiness, of joy, or, nerves, however you want to see this. But after they adapt, it's almost like you feel how they are accessible and how actually they're here to open up a doorway, right? Open up this gateway, because it's almost like they have this ability to unlock something and show you your own north, right? It's like because they are coming from there, it's almost like they reside there, right? So it's almost like oftentimes when they are ready to communicate or to materialize here in this plane, it's like this is when they are bringing the guidance, right? Bringing the direction to this territory up north, this territory in a higher dimension, however you want to see it. So what they do, it's like they unlock that possibility. They are portal openers because it's almost like they have the 7 keys, right? Like each color of the rainbow is a different key, but they are this master manifestor. Therefore, they have all keys. So they're able to open different doors, the specific door that is needed in that situation. And so it feels like here, how it touches you is that once the portal is open, it's like it's going to reach each one of us in the collective in a very specific way, right? Because it's almost like it's going to, it's kind of like that Ouroboros type of imagery. I think I talked about it in recent readings, maybe yesterday, I can't remember. But it's almost like the end and the beginning are the same, right? There is no beginning, there is no end. They touch each other. They are, it's almost like they feed upon one another. They are the same thing. And so maybe this is also part of their message, but it's not that they are there saying all of this to you. It's just the effect that their aura has on you, right? And how I was going to say something, but I started questioning whether or not that's true, but I do feel like it's true, and don't take it in any other way than just as it is, because what I heard is you're going to take this very personally. And I know that we often talk about don't take things personally. It's like, don't feel affected by others, don't take it to your heart, things like that. But to be honest, I do feel like you're taking to your heart, and you are taking it personally because you're hungry for it. It's almost like it's like you have your mouth, your body, I want to say more than just your mouth. Your body is entirely open for this experience. Even though, yes, it causes this adrenaline, this peak of, rush and just excitement perhaps. it does bring you a lot of value, and a lot of value so that you see that you're ready to continue the journey, but knowing who you are. So let me explain. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles came reversed, and it was underneath this card. So actually the entire bottom row of 3 cards, the 3 cards, they came together, but I'm just slicing here so that I can go, you know, in a very gentle pace, because this energy is quite big, so that it doesn't overwhelm me or you. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'll try to describe this as best as I can. I'm seeing this as a bucket, and here is the handle, right? So it's almost like the handle was here, and this is kind of like the bucket that you collect, you know, or us, like we collect individually, like our own precious jewels, right? I'm seeing the pentacle here inside. It's like, this is the next jewel. This is the jewel that you're collecting from this experience, this exchange with the magician. So you're hungry for it. I'm seeing this as kind of like this open mouth, right? It's like you're ready to receive. But being also the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, it's not just that you're wanting to be fed, you know, just knowing how enriching this is. Yes, perhaps is a lot nerve-wracking, but it's like you're ready to, you're, the word that I just heard is you're ready to swallow this. It's almost like swallow a pill, but it's kind of like this precious type of pill, right? Because it embodies like, or it carries, it's like it's going to drop right to your core, right? It's like it's going to enter your beingness. It's going to enter like this human vessel, but it's also something that is very multidimensional, right? And so, as I said, it's like they are materializing, they are showing up in front of you, but they do have an effect that makes you want to drink all of their wisdom. And part of that, it feels something that you know that it's going to have like this magical result, or like this outcome. It's almost like, it's so bizarre. It's almost like you're going to discover like this light body within the human body, because it's all about the physical, but it's like it's carrying this precious jewel right inside your bucket. So inside your vessel, really, because you're so open to receiving it. And the Nine of Pentacles ending this part of the reading is talking about how from now on, this is going with you wherever you go. So that's the reason why I'm saying it's not exactly receiving something that you're going to, it's not something physical that, you know, you could easily miss, or you could easily lose, right? Or forget anywhere, because it's multidimensional. So it's something that you are absorbing, that you are drinking, that you're eating, that you're swallowing, that you're absorbing in your cells. And from then on, it's like you're going to know who you are, right? It's like you're going to know, because it's like you see the value in yourself. And, you know, I was just wondering, like, you know, just questioning, but didn't you see your value before? Was this the issue? Is this the issue? I don't feel like that's the case, to be honest. I do feel like you know your value, you know your worth, but there's something different. There's something that this magician is bringing that is connecting the dot in a way that comes full circle. So it's kind of like maybe a moment, if we think of the Knight of Pentacles as the slowest of them all, right? And the presence of this magician, or, you know, the materialization of them in front of you just speeds up your energy in a way that whatever they're doing, whatever portal they're opening energetically with their full colors, right? This full rainbow, this multidimensional energy, it's like, it's connecting something for you personally. So you are taking it personally. And then it's kind of like you're so ready for that because you have been waiting for this, right? It's like you have been, it's almost like it's so tasty, right? Just talking about that pill. It's not something that is, you know, a medicine that tastes horrible. It's actually something that is delightful, right? It's like you're hungry for that. There is this image of wanting it, like desiring it, but not desiring as in like, you know, this, it's not carried out by the rush of adrenaline. I do feel like the rush, it's going to calm down, right? It's almost like these soothing, calm waters, they are going to do the job that they're supposed to do in calming yourself after this first impact. Because it's like the speeding of your energy, maybe the speeding of your, you know, your body, the cells in your body, the energy, the chemicals and all of that. It's like the biochemistry of your body needs to be sped up, because maybe you have been, you know, traveling in a slower pace. But now that you're ready to proceed forward, knowing who you are because of this one, it's almost like now you're ready not only to do life sovereign as a sovereign being, you're also ready to connect. So the Two of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and yesterday it was also this image, you know, this very beautiful blending of these two cards, and how, you know, the two steps in one direction or in one way of perceiving life, especially because the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups is like they were giving this approach to this partnership, to being beside somebody that could use this soothing energy. It's kind of like this understanding of knowing that the steps that you're taking in a certain direction, because they come from the heart, they are going to be eventually met by somebody that is in the same frequency, right? Hence the appearance, the manifestation, the arrival of this one. So, but the first impact, that's the thing. It's like the Two of Cups is not even in your mind. And it's not even the purpose of the appearance of this magician. It's almost like they are there holding space for you to cross through this portal. And then when you feel so good about yourself, so you have no doubt. Because it's like, because you know that there is something that you see. It's like you see in yourself, there is this evidence, right? It's like you feel in your body, you feel good. You feel really, really good. You feel good in a way that it's not ego driven. It's not egotistical, right? And then here, it's almost like this is kind of like this. Remember when I was talking about the Four of Cups being kind of like this atmosphere? It's almost like this is something, it's part of the atmosphere, but it's almost like something that you are later going to focus on. At first, just focus in yourself and this exchange with the magician and the effect that they have in you, just showing you how gorgeous you are, how valuable you are, right? And then this will come to fruition, perhaps. At least it will come to your thought, to your mind, to your heart, right? Maybe you'll, you know, the beginning and the end again, making the connection, right? It's like this soothing energy of perhaps finding a pair, right, to walk beside you. So this has been a long one, and a very mysterious also. So I wonder how that's going to play out for you. I truly hope that this was helpful. I am going to pull more cards to see where this is going. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.